Well, welcome back to day one of sailing. The 2024 Rolleville Regatta Festival is coming on and coming to you live via Facebook, YouTube streaming. I'm Dwight Hart, and this evening I am so happy to be joined by the esteemed Luke Bethel, who has been sitting in, Luke, on quite a bit of these broadcasts. I've been listening to you from up north. I know you were at the Baratari broadcast and maybe Farmerski also this year, but welcome to the broadcast.
Oh, thank you, Rizal. Thank you. It's a privilege to be here. I made it a point to visit Rolleville this time. I'm from Exuma, and I've never been to Rolleville Regatta, believe you me.
That's a shame. That's a shame.
That's very poor. No discredit, but you're not very poor on my behalf.
Yeah.
But thank you for the invitation. I understand we're expecting a good race. We had a good run the ocean one this morning. Would you have any feedback on that?
Yep. All right, we could do a quick recap. Luke, you're absolutely right. We had 11 boats lined up for the ocean race. Just run down the names. It Ain't Right out of Abaco, Miss Rowie out of Mount Thompson, New Eyes out of Rolleville, Sprayhan out of Rolleville, Queen out of Bucktown, Confusion out of Bucktown, Golden Girl out of Bucktown, Hawk Chess out of Baratari, Bullrich out of Baratari, Ma Laura out of Baratari, and Warrior out of Baratari. So they all started, Luke, and coming to the first mark at the Baratari dock, it was neck and neck between Confusion with New Eyes with a slight edge as they went around that first mark.
Oh yes, that was exciting.
That's as much as I saw. They then went out of sight. As you know, from Baratari to Rolleville is a long distance, and you have to do some serious navigating.
Indeed.
I'm not sure whether you were on the water or on the shore when all of the rest of that happened, but you could tell me what you were able to observe.
Yes, well, what I got from they call it from the horses about feedback from the sailors and the other guys in the boat, because I traversed the land also. But it was exciting posting myself there at Baratari dock when they were coming in to call that, give a hail or respect to that mark at Baratari. Yep. And it's very close, neck and neck with Eyes and Confusion, and they began to lay out. And most surprising that Hall just sat in there, and then Queen came, and Queen said she was back-ended by Bullrich, and she ended up touching 4 of the boats. So that threw some distance between the boats there. And as they went back out to sea, it started to settle down a bit. And the story tells that Confusion overpowered Queen and ran her aground, but that's the only story. It's not all rise or certified best.
Yeah. But after it was all said and done, Confusion made it to the mark in overall first place. Followed, not by that big a distance, by Miss Rowie, who not sure she was up in the numbers when they went around the first mark, but she certainly sailed an excellent race to come in second. I think young Parodi sailing that boat. And of course, Confusion sailed by Vante, who is an up-and-coming serious skipper out here from Exuma in the C class. And then third place, we had a dogfight to the end between the aforementioned Queen, but It Ain't Right out of Abaco really told the rest of the fellas, it ain't right for us to come here and not get at least one prize. And so they battled from, I think they went around the first mark in 7th place down at the Baratari dock. But they were able to pull off the 3rd place, and we were happy to see that, the guys in Exuma saying they were just trying to encourage the Abaco boys so they come back next year,
But not according to Queen's captain. He really wanted, he was going for the juggle and the chokehold all along, and he wanted to put him away. All right, but I don't know what serious race he's going to sail, but I expect the homegrown guys to have a home court advantage. That's just my personal view. I think this is the first time It Ain't Right upon invitation to this.
Yep.
Okay, I don't know how they're going to traverse the harbor. I don't know how they're going to maneuver that.
Right, and one point of note with It Ain't Right, Jeff Gale is not sailing her, so it's his younger son, I understand, who's on the tiller. So it's not the full It Ain't Right, but obviously doing well enough to pull off a 3rd place finish in that very challenging ocean race earlier today. So I expect It Ain't Right. I think, sailing to sailing, Luke. Harbors, some harbors require certain local knowledge. But if you have the right crew, I believe you can do that. Just to kind of go back history a little bit. Whitty K, the last year Stephen Knowles came into Rolleville, and she dominated. Right. And that was his first time sailing in Rolleville. He then came the next year after that with a brand new Sassy Sue, and basically did the same thing. Right. So it tells me then that skippers know how to sail.
Right.
And of course, we've been having that story told about Stefan Knowles for quite some time.
Right. But my candid view on this, I think it ain't right. It's going to be put into a stranglehold because of those boats. This is their harbor. They dance this harbor. And it's not Jeff Gale on the tiller, but the bowman is there. I don't know how he's going to read it. I didn't see him go up and down the harbor. I don't know if he went in a speedboat and checked the layup to the marker.
Right.
But I think she's going to face a real challenge here because these guys really know the harbor.
Well, if you had a limb to spare, what would you bet?
On
which boat do you think is going to come on top? Top three?
On top. I'm still digesting and dissecting and analyzing this whole pot of stuff in front of me because this is my first time also looking at this harbor. And Pat Queen normally says well she doesn't drop out of the top 4, and she did well in the ocean race. But I'm surprised of the yellow boat man who sailed this morning came in second. I'm really surprised for
Miss Rowie.
Yeah. You know, Lincoln, because he did well in Long Island in the E class.
Right.
But if I had to pick a horse, I would not pick a horse right now, and I'm going to speculate right now. But I had some favoring in my younger days. I'm going on 66 now for the Golden Girl on this end of the island. But it is not a disappointment this morning. I don't know what you call that.
She came last, I believe.
Oh, no, that's the right way. I was struggling. Thank you for your I was struggling on that. I wanted to give me a better show.
Yeah, you know, I'm surprised. You mentioned Golden Girl. Golden Girl, a few years ago, was a boat that you could almost count to be, you know, in the top 5 or 6.
Indeed.
In the big regattas. And so it was a little bit disappointing in the last couple of years that she's actually not been performing as well. I don't know whether it has anything to do with the boat itself, whether the crews changed anyway. But, you know, that's what it is.
Right, they technically on. And we on outside have our speculations, but sometimes I get deep sources in the camp, you know.
Right.
Something was removed and touched, and I spoke with with the CEO. He said he has to just touch it again to get it right. Because
well, we know Headley is an experimenter, right? So let's just get right to the root of that.
Is he more experimentalist than Pat?
Well, both of them together, right?
But we're going to bring focus now, ladies and gentlemen, back into Rolleville where we have a good crowd sitting in on. The weather's turned out nicely, right, would you say?
Yes, absolutely. You know, we did have some concerns coming into the week that we may have had some adverse weather here, high winds, the like, that may have prevented us from sailing, especially today. But as you can see, it turned out nice. I think we're still probably pushing between 15 and 16 right now, but that's the kind of wind these boats just love to chop at, right? And so we will see. New Eyes does well here in Rolleville all the time. Jeffrey does well up to a certain point.
Right.
He's famous for breaking down at some point. Right? And I believe the ocean race this morning.
Are you saying that he doesn't make a bad shot call? He only breaks down? Does he make everybody's entitled to a bad shot call?
Well, you know, I'll say this, and Jeffrey knows that I don't mean it. It's not personal about it, but I've told him one of these days, just don't sail on the boat, and let's see how she performs with you on the shore.
You sound like the fans that I spoke with this morning.
I know it's never gonna happen, but you know, I can still offer that little advice. You know, and he should test it. He should test that theory.
Well, he's the bowman.
Yes.
But I told him, put him in the hole. And then when you put him in the hole, he's going to say, I'm the owner of the boat. Why can't I go in the hole?
Right.
So that. But that's it. That's the story, ladies and gentlemen, how exciting it is in sailing down here in Rolleville. And we have the horses in the gate. Everybody's down there now. We're about to get started. As Dwight indicated, we have the good waters. And it's a good track. You know, man. We just need the rest of the persons in exuma, particularly if you're going to fly in from out of town, a late flight tonight, you're going to have some activities here again tonight also. Most definitely, this is going to be a good race because this is setting the tone, the first race of the actual C class.
Luke, let's go run down the lineup of the boats out there. And so in the number 1 position for this particular race, we have Ma Laura. Number 2 position, Bull Rich. The number 3 position, Confusion. The number 4 position, Sprayhound. The 5th position, Golden Girl. 6th, Warrior. Miss Rowie in 7th. It Ain't Right in 8th. New Eyes in 9th, Hawk Tuss in 10th, and then Queen in 11th. I am not for sure that Warrior made it because I know she did not finish in the ocean race, and I believe I only count 10 miles. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, 10 miles on this. So I believe Warrior may not have made it to the line for this race. We'll see whether she makes it out on Monday. But nonetheless, 10 horses in the gate. They're all prancing around, getting ready to roll. If we may, Luke, we could talk a little bit about Rolleville itself, right?
Indeed, yeah. I want to learn this also. This is going to be a learning moment. Go ahead.
So I will give you a little bit of the history of how Rolleville Regatta started and why we are in our 80th year this year. We are the oldest regatta in the Bahamas, the oldest consecutive regatta. We understand that Mangrove Key has claim of being the first regatta.
Okay.
Right? But since
is that to be debated or investigated?
Well, because they've not been consistent, we don't even allow them to get into the conversation.
You
right?
can't discredit them just like that.
But, you know, if we had to bow to them for a day or two to give them that honor, we don't have a problem with that in Rolleville.
Indeed, indeed.
Because we would then be called the oldest consecutive regatta. All right,
okay,
so that would still kind of keep us in the oldest category. So the story goes that after emancipation, when the slaves were freed, slaves that were brought to Exuma by Lord Roll had to learn how to fish as a part of their livelihood. And so they were taught how to build boats and how to sail them. So that's how they got into sailing boats. After emancipation, and everybody decided that they would celebrate a little bit, the men of the community would go out on a fishing trip. When they came back with their catch, the women would then do a little cookout, so to speak, and the guys would just jump in the boat and they would just head out. There was no starting line, no starting gun. They called it Les Race, L-E-S race, right? And as you could tell from the name, what does that mean? Let's go racing.
Let's go race,
And so they would jump in the boat, head out to a particular spot, try to come back as sober as possible. And the prize, the initial prize, was a bottle of rum called Big Chief.
Ooh.
And so that was the name of the rum, Big Chief rum. And so when they came back in, the winner got a bottle of Big Chief rum. Everybody would get drunk. They would parade up and down in the streets. The ladies would all dress up in nice white dresses. The young man had to dress up in their Sunday best.
Yes, okay.
And they would parade up and down in the streets to the sound of jungle music and then celebrate. And so that was the beginning of racing.
Right.
Unorganized, but racing nonetheless.
Good stuff. If you see how powerful this sailing community is, it can be a learning and a teaching moment.
Absolutely.
Take something, you can't give one or two. You must catch one of those. I'm learning.
Yeah.
I'm learning from this, and it's very good. And we will continue to share this, you know, every day. Monday, we try to bring you another segment, another view on historical background or roots of, you know.
What I will do on Monday is I will take you to the 60s when sailing in Rolleville actually started to become organized. And I'll give you that little bit of a chapter. And some of the names I will call, you'll be very familiar with. And so we'll save that little tidbit, Luke, for Monday as we await now for the gun to get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 boats in the hull right now.
So how do you think, a quick look back over your shoulder, do you think the vendors are starting to generate now?
Luke, without a doubt, every regatta that I've been chairman, and I've been here since 2009.
Ooh, what a long reign.
We
Venezuela.
Every year, without a doubt, most of the vendors, if not all of them, by the end of the night on Monday night, will have nothing to offer. They will be completely sold out and only carrying home the scraps. And so that really tells you about the amount of people that come into Rolleville and support these vendors. And the vendors use this opportunity for some of them. This is their bread and butter for the year, right here during this 4 days of Rolleville Regatta.
And believe you me, down when it started in Baratari, the food solo did this morning, you know. The solo, that's a spin-off from this Rolleville event.
Absolutely.
All of the economics come in.
Well, if you want to take it even further, you cannot today, if you wanted to, go to any car rental company to rent a car. They're all rented. Airbnbs and apartments, hotel rooms, none available in Exuma at the moment unless you're prepared to pay the $5,000 a night luxury accommodations. So outside of the National Family Island Regatta, there is no other event that happens in Exuma that draws the amount of people that Rolleville draws for its regatta. And that speaks a lot about the people of Rolleville. They are welcoming, they're friendly, they have open arms. We have these concerts at night, and not to be negative, but every now and then when you get large groups of young men together drinking, there's always a little pushing and shoving. I have, in my 15 years of being the chairman of Rolleville Regatta, have ever seen any type of physical altercation happen on this regatta site.
That's
and that is commendable to the people who come, because they come with a view to have a good time,
yes, that's the
and
intent.
they have a good time.
That's the intent. And speaking about the boats on the line, with the participation of the younger guys, how many old sailors do we have from Rolleville that are still basically active, or you just have a new breed middle line?
Out of Rolleville right now, we don't have any of the older fellas. I think Jeffrey McKenzie is probably at the top of the list as far as age.
So you already got the youths in it. You already got the young.
The Confusion, which is, well, the boat is out of Bucktown, but the sailor, the skipper is out of Rolleville. Vante, junior skipper now, sailing in the sea level. And I think the only elderly sailors who are still active right now would be Reverend Lloyd and one or two others from the Baratari community who are still at it. But other than that, the sailing in Exuma has been taken over. We have an excellent junior sailing program run by the current Commodore of the National Family Island Regatta, Dallas Knowles, and his team. And so they've been, growing and breeding a crop of young junior sailors coming up through, the laser class and all those other little small boats, and then graduating up to the C class.
On all these particular sloops now, you have some of the young skippers, Vante and those, they're from Baratari, Rolleville.
Vante's out of Rolleville.
Yeah.
As a matter of fact, we have Vante, we have Sands, what we call him Sands, sailing on Marlora, I believe, either Marlora or Bullrich. Brandon McKenzie, and we have on Miss Rowie, young Brody, but he's out of Georgetown. But very young sailors are the skipper.
And that good, promising young sailor that accidentally lost his life at the Crane incident in Georgetown. I think he would have been a number one.
Excellent.
Where was he from?
He was from the Georgetown area.
He's in
Georgetown.
Man, that's another good
yes.
young thing.
Yes. Unfortunate accident back then. I believe I may have heard 1 minute warning gun. So we may be getting almost ready to the start of this race. I don't know if you can see whether they're getting ready to pull yet.
Yeah, they're getting ready. Committee boat look as though it's pulling off, clearing the start line. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we won't forget now. We got Carson and Co. giving you those live shots from above. You know, he did it before. He's doing it again for us. So stay with us. We might miss some of the numbers from our desk, so names of the sloops, because we can't really see that close. But Carson will try his best to draw those sails nearer to us. And that's the view we got from above. The drone coverage got by Carson and those. And that's beautiful Rolleville Harbor right there.
Yes, and there is no better harbor to sail in than Rolleville. We
have one in Pinewood. I'm in Pinewood now.
Pinewood.
Yeah, we have a harbor.
Okay. I believe I may have sailed through that one or two times myself. But absolutely, in comparison to Georgetown, obviously, Elizabeth Harbor, beautiful and also protected. Rolleville a little bit more open because we have the gaps in between the keys. But as far as having that distance,
you do not have
sail,
the male board obstruction.
No, sir, not at all. Anybody can watch this race by just finding a spot on the beach.
You have sufficient space for
bring
that.
your cool, and I think they are off. off and running.
Yes, there they go.
And we're going to just wait to see if we can find out. I think we said
that's eyes number 28 out on low.
And Laura coming towards us because she was in the number 1 position.
And that's eyes going well out to sea.
All right, looks like number 72. It ain't right getting a sail up, going right behind eyes.
It ain't right, just it ain't right. Fix up,
pulling out, and she's pulling out.
Yeah, she just gave part of a taste of something just now. And as you said, she's really making a statement.
Oh, she's already starting to move. She's already starting to move.
Yeah, she's just.
And it looks like eyes may have had an issue. Sail coming down. Or is that another boat?
No, that's not eyes. That's not eyes. And this is not eyes. So this is number 23.
Spray Hound.
That's Spray Hound.
Spray Hound.
Spray Hound.
Yes.
The Spray Hound taking the lead now. She's blowing by. It ain't right. Spray Hound just overtaking him on the weather. And that was not it ain't right. That's eyes. That's Spray Hound overpowering eyes out there. That's what's going on now. That's what's happening now. Spray Hound is overpowering eyes now.
Oh yes, I see it ain't right now. It looks like she's in at 5th place.
Yeah. Now you see, this is something Malora is not joking coming uphill.
And Confusion right on the tail of Eyes and Spray Hound. And that's another name that we needed to talk a little bit about. Spray Hound being sailed by Steve Smith,
right,
the Stanley Key, who built the boat.
Bullrich.
This is his first time sailing here.
Bullrich and Slaughter.
Bullrich and Slaughter also.
Yeah.
Is that Laura now going back on her port tack?
She made back in.
Starboard tack?
Yeah, she going back on the starboard now to go with the rest of the crew. But if you notice, man, this boat, Hog Dust, is really making a statement.
Yeah, Hog Dust is...
This is Hog Dust's yellow boat all the way in here. Hog Dust is really making a statement there. She's moving there. So we'll try best to use our binoculars, and every now and then you would see us, and now and then you won't. We're trying to give you the best shots as we can now. Okay, we're back out to sea now. And what's going on is it's a dog fight going on out to sea off that line.
Spray Hound, New Eyes, Confusion, neck and neck and neck. Hog Dust in the middle.
Yes, they're really thumping it going out to sea. They're going out to sea. Everybody's heading out to sea on that end. Spray Hound is trying to create some distance now. Spray Hound, Confusion, New Eyes. Those are the 3 laying out on them.
And they're all going to need to come back now on a port tack very shortly.
Yes,
and make their way up the harbor.
As you watch on your screen, you can see now that's Spray Hound, saved by Steve Smith. Eyes and Hog Dust of all things working her way. She's laid back before them, so that's going to happen. Spray Hound, Confusion, and New Eyes still chugging, and they're still pressing the issue, pushing the envelope. They're taking it all the way out to sea.
And that's a beautiful shot from the shore, showing you the top 3 boats.
And here comes Hog Dust. Will she slice off a bit of Malora coming across? Hog Dust is coming. I think Malora is going to cross, and Malora is going to sort of position herself as the 4th boat. Yes, I think Malora just went across. So looking at that, she'd be the 4th place boat going across. And on your screen, that's Malora just worked her way across everything, the entire pack, going across there to join the other 3 leading boats who are trucking into the line over the key over there. And who would be the first attack? That's what's going to be. Who's going to be the first to give up, to lay back?
All right, I believe we have our first attack coming back already.
Eyes.
Looks like it's eyes.
Eyes turned back because the pressure is too hard. They're putting him in a chokehold. Those two boats are going, and now they're
all
going to lay
coming
back. So they're gonna. I think they're gonna put some pressure on Eyes today because I'm told that this is Eyes Harbor, but I don't know if it's going to be today.
Well, Jeffrey said he was coming to defend.
Oh, Steve going on the line. Oh, I was wondering why
he's coming back now.
Okay.
So Steve is now laying back with Spray Hound. But it looks like Confusion is just going to rip away from him.
There goes Steve sink. Steve turned over. There
goes. Spray Hound is under.
Down.
Spray Hound is under. Out of the race.
Yes,
out of the race.
Yes.
Out of the race.
Yes.
That's that pressure. That's that pressure, Luke.
It happens.
That's that pressure.
Those chokeholds, when you go there, but he had the chokehold and slipped. They put the figure four right back on him.
And also, familiarity, like you said, with the harbor. This is Steve Smith's first time, I believe, sailed in Rolleville Harbor.
Okay, I hope we get a committee boat there over there quick as possible.
Yep, we got a boat on the scene.
Okay, and we are concerned about our sailors in the water, ladies and gent. Even though we didn't zoom in on it, we're going to keep you informed that. We know now that the committee boat is racing to the rescue. Okay, we have a boat there now. All right, that's what's going on there.
I lost sight of it, ain't right, Luke.
And just to update you now, coming in here, this is Hogtus, coming all the way into the land right up here. And I'm trying to pick up the windward mark.
And there's that beautiful drone view. We've got the drone up. And there you have it. On the left side of your screen. Coming towards you.
That's Hogtus. They said it's Hogtus Harbor. And I've never seen a sail. I've heard about it.
Well, the boat we're looking at right now is 72. It ain't right. As she makes her way towards, but I don't know if she's in first place.
No confusion. That's confusion all the way out the middle of the land. That's confusion all the way out to sea, leading the big pack coming up.
There you have it. Confusion.
Yeah. She's well out to sea.
All right. Looks like the guys at Apico decided to take the middle of the road up and not to sail too far towards the Keys.
My personal view is that's pressure. That's pressure.
Pressure.
Yeah.
All right. Now we've got Luke in front of us, crossing in front of us right now. I believe it's Hogtus.
That's Hogtus, yeah.
And she's motoring up the harbor.
She's motoring, but she has to come back to everybody there.
Yep.
You know?
I think the windward mark is all the way out towards that key. There's a yacht out parked there. I believe that's where the mark is. So they're going to have to make their way back towards the ocean side in order to cover. So Hogtus has still got a long way to go, but if she gets uptown fast enough, she may be able to cross back over.
And she sails this harbor. She sails this harbor a lot, so he said he knows the harbor. You know?
But Confusion really kicking up a fuss.
Yeah,
she's motoring pretty well.
Eyes picked it up also. Okay, on the lead now, it ain't right trying to work Miss Rowie and Miss Rowie from the lead.
Yes, I see that. And behind them, another one of the yellow boats, I believe that may be Maloro.
Maloro to see 45. 45, I think is the number. Yeah, Maloro, I got his number. She's 45. So,
Luke, what are your thoughts so far with this C-class race happening here in Rolleville?
We got good energy, we got good spacing. We're getting our money's worth of it. The fans who were looking out to see, and the ones who are viral, we're sharing these views with you. We should have been here to really feel his energy as these boats are moving. And they are really spaced out neatly. We really have consideration for the one that went down, Spray Hound. Attention is being paid, so we're not neglecting that.
Yes, and I see one of my good buddies in Long Island, Scott Harden. Luke is sending some comments. He's there watching and listening to you here in beautiful Rolleville. I don't know if you want to send a shout out to Scott Harden.
Oh, Scott's a gentleman. Scott's a gentleman out of my heart. Oh, he is so possessive of his victories. on sailing. And he lets you know when he doesn't feel. How you doing over there in Long Island? How you doing, old Scotty boy?
Scott Haddon of Running Tide fame.
Oh, yeah.
My good friend in Long Island. Now, glad to have you join us, Scott.
I think what Scotty looking for is an update on Queen, Patterson's boy, you know, Patterson's partner.
Yes.
So let me see if we can give
Then
it
we
a
have
update.
out of Abaco, Captain Patterson, Captain Plug, they call him. He's here in Rolleville with the It Ain't Right crew, but also watching online, along with many other fans around. And Luke, I don't know, is it time to take a wagers yet as to who may get back to that mark first? I don't think Hog Tuss can get there first from where she is in the harbor. Knowing what I know about this harbor, that's a long, long distance to get back out to the top. I believe Confusion right now has got this one in a chokehold. And you know, this is the way the race, the ocean race started with both Confusion and New Eyes.
If it's a white mass, that should have been Bull Rich.
All right, so maybe that's Bull Rich we have going up as opposed to Hog Tuss.
Because how she's sailing.
Because this may be Hog Tuss all the way to the back, I believe. You may be right.
I tried to Bull White Tip. Confusion. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, just take your time and read. You can see on the screen, Carson, you're giving us a good shot there. And that's a good, very good bull run they're going. Everybody's trying to establish a grip, a hold on somebody. We wish nobody else to
It ain't
go
right
under.
Going on attack.
It Ain't Right has many more tacks to make. Because those boats are really putting it over there too.
She's in trouble right now. Looks like a little bit. They're fighting that boat right now. She may have run aground. I believe that she is hard up on the land right now.
Oh, mistake.
I believe she may have run up on a bank. We're gonna see if she gets out of where she's at. Sail coming down, so she's definitely got some issues.
Yes, yes.
Unfortunate. Looks like whatever trouble they were in, they're sailing themselves out of trouble. Sail going back up again.
Yes, probably she touched, or probably can be pressure out. Never leave out pressure, Dwight out. Never leave it out.
Yeah, Rolleville Harbor is one that you must sail a couple of times to be familiar enough with it. So it may have been an issue where she ran up on a sandbank.
I don't think he's on a sandbank because he's off like that. He's looking good. Oh, yes, that's where he's a bit in.
Yeah.
But the other boat went up a bit.
Yeah, out, as you get closer to the land, the water actually gets deeper.
The other boat went straight in here, or run underneath him, so he didn't know where the bow was.
Yes.
Yes. Okay. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we put you back on it as you see what's going on over there. And we're trying to read the race also, but you see it's good, clean sailing going. Yes, can we call to keep the cameras right there for a while on those boats? Just keep it right locked right there. As Dwight and I try to take a view from our binoculars, so keep it locked on the race for a while.
And what you see on your screens right now, Confusion, New Eyes, tag-tailing her.
And Miss Rowie.
And Miss Rowie.
Confusion, New Eyes, and Miss Rowie.
It Ain't Right trying to sail herself back into it. She's got a lot of ground to make up.
And someone's on the weather of him keeping some pressure on there.
Hey, we live.
All right, Luke, we got attack out in the ocean now.
You sure that's a tack or that's a drop sail? He dropped a tack or two just now, too.
We should. We got Georgetown on the screen now.
Okay, let me see if I can pick it up again. Will that be Golden Girl alone over there again? Will that be Golden Girl again alone over there? Will that be Golden Girl again over there?
I am not sure.
Let's confirm that. Let's confirm that. It's putting pressure on me because people are voting and supporting this boat.
Let's see if we can get a view.
Okay, my Laura just on the
believe-
ground too, I think, she's dropping sails.
My Laura on the ground. Is that my Laura or is that Hog Tusk?
No, that's the blue mast, it's my Laura. The full blue mast.
So up at the Windward marker now, you see we have attack going back from Bull Rich. And is she gonna cut?
Okay, let's just keep the cameras there, please. Keep the cameras right on that.
And Confusion would have just gone across
Yeah,
Bull Rich.
Yes,
Oh,
sir.
actually that was New Eyes going across Bull Rich.
No, that's Confusion all the way up there.
And Bull Rich is gonna get cut again.
No, Bull Rich got
Bull
that
Rich
one.
cut Confusion. So it looks like New Eyes with the lead.
The cut just now was on Miss Rory.
On Miss Rowie?
Yeah,
oh,
Bull Rich
okay.
was Rory. Just keep it right on the race as we energize these folks
No,
who are watching.
they've lost the feed. Yeah, they're getting it. They lost the
Okay,
feed.
okay. Okay, we want to get you up to date again on now what's going on. On the wind, it's very heavy. The wind is very good for them. They're pushing. And just to update you, the big queen, I put the queen in, that's Queen going all the way over to the land now. That's Queen going to the land now. She and Golden Girl would be down here. They'll be creating another regatta on our hand down there. That's what's going on. As we look at it, they're battling. We're trying to pick up the windward mark that they're all dancing for up there. Yes, I know. We're giving you that music also in the background, so enjoy it also, please.
All right. So we've still got our camera trimmed in on Bull Rich as she heads back out. And she's gonna have to make one more attack, I believe, and then come back to the mark. And we have another sail going down again. I don't know if that's it ain't right again.
That's eyes.
Eyes with the sail coming down. Maybe too much sail for the wind down there at the windward marker. These guys are having to trim the boat as they sail it.
They do, yeah, a lot of wind coming. That's a lot of action there, and a lot of skills coming into play and experience
Absolutely.
now. You know? So you can't go be fully loaded. Okay, I'll be back on. We got going bring you up to date on what's going on.
Number 95.
They're pulling up there. I mean, everybody
these guys are trying to having a low sail
yes,
now.
everybody's dropping on 2 and 3 tacks because they made a surprise and not going on.
Now who's that with the sail down? Is that it ain't right? Number 28, New Eyes with a sail down.
Okay.
And boy,
Yes,
coming back up again. I believe they may be carrying too much sail for this amount of wind out there.
Yep, they got him.
And we get another boat under. Another boat under.
That's confusion.
Another boat has gone under.
That might be confusion. That might be confusion going down.
Another boat under. Wow.
Seems to be
I'm wondering
confusion.
whether we've tried sailing in too much wind right now.
Yes, that was confusion, and she seemed to have a good lead. So
And
she went down also.
And she's out there in some pretty deep
Deep
water.
water. Oh, that's a deep water there. Okay, so we have lost 2 so far. Not lost, but they're recoverable, but that went down. That's saying how the wind has picked up, and there's already a good balance of wind. I think it increased so much. So it's confusion down and spray hound down. So now the ball in the front will now be Marlaura,
Miss Rowie.
Miss Rowie, and
It ain't right, I believe, maybe back in it.
Bullrich.
She's coming out of the hole now.
Bullrich also.
Wow, unfortunate, 2 boats underwater.
Hold on. That's it, right, Bill?
Yeah, that's it ain't right coming from down below the hull.
She's coming on top of everything.
And here's a view of our mark. And I don't understand.
It's up by that yacht, and I think the closest boat to that right now is the closest is one of the yellow hull boat, the one with the white mast.
I believe that is.
He's right on the marker. Yeah, they're going to meet shortly. One boat has the mark, the one with the brown mast, the dark brown mast. Trying to figure out to help you, ladies and gents, as you give you to a drone. Okay, that's the lead boat is going down there now. That boat has just crossed.
This way.
That boat has just crossed.
Go that way. Go that way. She got a point for the race.
That boat, someone look as though they got the mark, eh? Someone's coming around. No, they didn't make it. They didn't make it. They didn't make the mark. So see, they're trying to block a bit down now to come up back up to the mark. So the other one now, he's going to try. That's a yellow boat.
Having to tack back now to go around the mark. And
the one with the yellow and white mast around. The yellow boat with the white mast.
I believe Miss Rowie is going to be the first boat around.
One's around, a yellow hull with a white mast.
Oh, Marlaura then.
Yes, that's Marlaura then.
With Miss Rowie, I believe, now going to go around in possibly second place. But like you said, she had to block up, and now we have, it ain't right, the far right
she getting ready to come
of your screen. She's going to be coming back around and on a full tack.
Yeah, I think that's.
And the second boat now has gone back to the mark to see if she can make it. But while that's happening, I believe we're talking about either Marlaura or Bullrich.
Yeah, one of those
is really, really starting to push out.
Yeah, when Carson get a fresh, he'd pull us in on that lead boat. Okay, yeah. But they're sailing, and you can see on the screen that's going on. Because the weather, the tides are really rough and the wind's heavy over there, so everybody's has dropped many tacks on their sail. So we have around completely now 2 of the boats, but they're well out to sea, and we're going to get you some drone coverage to zoom in.
And as they come back down the middle of the harbor, Luke, we'll be able to identify which boats are in what position.
Okay, I know definitely I'm trying to remember the white hull one. I think it has a number. No number on the sail.
Yeah, that's something that we are going to try to have to encourage and improve on, is having big letters on these sails so that those of us trying to do the broadcast and watching from afar. And it looks like the 8th right crew now finally making their way up to the mark.
Yeah, they're around the 3rd place.
And man, they are fighting that boat. Fighting that boat. We have a boat now just tack in front of them.
Yes.
And they are fighting to keep that boat afloat.
On the 2nd place boat is Miss Rowie. I remember with the brown mast, it's Rowie. And this is a good lead on the third boat.
And so it ain't right, I believe, going around in fourth place, I believe.
No, she has third by herself. So ladies and gents, that's what we got going on here. We apologize for the race being so far away from the desk and the drones reach at this time, but we're going to rectify that as they get closer. We give you a more current or more precise update of the positioning as we go. So we can hope you can enjoy the music with us also, and we'll try our best to give you what we got.
Can you all please stop? We are live. Fuck, man. Talk to these guys. Talk to these guys.
Okay, you got me, Still got me? Okay, a little technical. Be good now as we roll. As we roll now, we're trying to zoom in on this boat that has a comfortable lead. Everybody has their sail tacked down, but this doesn't have a particular number on its side. The white mast. Let's see if we can still zoom in on that. The mast color. That boat in the front there. Okay, but we still can give you a verbal as we are working on our video bit. What you got? What you got, Dwight? What you got there, Dwight? I can't get you in.
Luke, get me now?
Okay.
So I believe, Luke, that we've got, is it Bullrich we're saying is out front, followed by Miss Rowe?
Yeah, I think that's Miss Murray. Definitely Miss Murray has a number. This boat doesn't have a sail or number on the sail. But ladies and gentlemen, that's how rough they were sailing out there, and then we have some technical difficulties now also with our video and seeing the numbers all the way out to sea without the drone is quite a challenge. So we're trying to bring you back up to date. On the lead boat, it's just balancing very, very good. As she rocks. Bullrich, look at the writing. As she rocks, look at the writing. See if we can get something from that there.
Trying my best to get the writing. Don't have it as yet.
And I'll try and get a number of the second. Oh yeah, that's on Miss Rowe. Miss Rowe is definitely the second boat.
Bullrich in first place.
That's Bullrich. And blowing up, that's Bullrich. If that's Bullrich, she's putting down, she's making a statement. If that's Bullrich, she's making a statement.
And Miss Rowe in second place.
Miss Rowe in second indeed, yeah. We still have, ladies and gentlemen, want to advise you, we still have our tender boats taking care of the ones that went down and the sailors in the water. Everybody has been rescued and everyone's safe. We make sure to report that everyone is safe.
I believe third place. Third place, Confusion. Looks like Confusion. I thought Confusion went under.
No, Confusion is under. That's Singham. That's a blue house? That would be New Eyes. New Eyes.
New Eyes in third place.
That should be New Eyes in third place.
And it ain't right. Bringing in fourth at the moment.
So we got Bullrich.
Miss Rowe. New Eyes.
New Eyes, and we're going out to begin.
It ain't right.
It looks like my law is also facing, she's broken down. She's coming in here in the show also.
Yeah,
so,
look, I'm starting to believe that these conditions out here today
it surprised them up beyond that point. Yeah.
demands all of the skills that you got.
Indeed. It's a really surprised quite a lot of them going a while ago. If that happened, you know. As we keep you in mind on what's going on there, we're now picking up. That's the lead boat going down. And that is Bull Ridge.
And she's got herself quite a bit of a lead on the second place boat. Today was definitely a day for the small sails. Luke
Yep.
could not go there with a big sail, not even a medium sail.
Not even a medium sail.
Small sails only.
Ladies and gents, they spread it out. Good distance between 1, 2, 3, and 4.
Number 4, though, trying to sneak up on number 3. And that's It Ain't Right, I believe. Starting to edge up on New Eyes.
And in my view, it will never happen. It's not going to happen. It's impossible. I can't say it's impossible because they've all went down. But on this bed, I don't think anyone's going to sink on this bed. But I think they have a block down now to come back up. And this is the one lap. If this is 2 lap, you know, the committee, I know definitely they've shortened it. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, you're joining us via the internet. That's what's going on now.
Look, okay, yeah, all right, I see it now.
And Pat is waking his way up and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
5th place.
Pat is in 5th place and Pat is coming on strong. Pat, I'm not going to be joyous to Pat if Pat could have reeled in It Ain't Right.
Well, he had a shot at him earlier today in the ocean race.
Yes, and he has another shot at him again coming down here. He wished he had on a bigger sail now for this bed. But I think It Ain't Right is going to fight him off. And just to keep you updated, I think, ladies and gentlemen, my Laura's face something in my eyes.
Yep, she's coming in. I don't know whether she's got any broken equipment.
Yeah.
Or not.
Yep.
It may be a boom. Maybe a boom broken. Sail torn. Can't really tell.
Right. Okay, we got a block down around the marker down there, and I think that's the lead boat coming back up now.
The Malora.
The lead boat.
All right,
Bull
so
Ridge.
she's around.
Yep, she's working her way back up. Yeah, she's coming off, and I think it's a 2-lapper. And I think the committee probably drop the marker down a bit. Or you think I'll let them cross that passage again or what?
You know, these Commodores I have in Rolleville tough, man. They don't ease up.
Oh. Well, we want all the last for Monday, huh?
Absolutely, I agree with that.
Okay, we got a good race going on now between Queen and It Ain't Right. And Queen is really going on a bull run behind It Ain't Right.
Look, your eyes may be deceiving you just a bit because from what I see, It Ain't Right is putting some distance between her and Queen.
Well, it's to be taken to the board. Right?
We have Ms. Rowie now coming back. And I think she's around the mark, but struggling. New Eyes coming to the downwind marker.
Yeah, you know, Eyes has a protector for her place. She's comfortable there. She must stay there. She cannot do anything. The other 2 boats are unreachable if there's not a sinking or breaking down. They are sailing proper.
New Eyes just dropped sail again.
He probably dropped sail to go around.
Just to go around. Yeah, those guys not taking any chances. And she has a big enough gap, she can afford to do that.
Yes, no eyes. She dropped her sail fully. We want to work with you on the screen. Oh, we have on the screen. Okay, as you see on the screen, the boat with the sail down, that's New Eyes.
Putting it back up now to go around.
Yes.
Those guys not taking any chances.
Right.
Want to make sure that they stay in the race. At least we hope that's what they're doing, because the sail isn't going up as yet.
And Bullrich is making not a mockery of this, but she's really working. Bullrich is nailing it.
Yeah, she is. Those guys are, I mean, they're riding pride.
Yeah, they're working it. Oh man, this will be a conversation to have with Shervin on those, because they were fresh off the Baratari victory.
Yes.
It's somewhat, they say controversial, but debatable. I wouldn't say controversial, debatable. But now I think it looks as though Bullrich is really going to make sure there's no
debate.
No debate about it. No room for debate on that.
All right, New Eyes look like the sail coming back up again.
Yes.
And I don't know, the committee may decide to just end this one right now. Make it a one-lapper.
If he
just
pulled
because
Bullrich,
of the conditions.
Remember, Bullrich was beating all the way to go back. And so he told me, let's call it a day.
Yeah.
Now he hopes that the message filters down to everybody, the other remaining boats.
Yeah.
Because see, somebody's blocked down again already right off the marker. We can't just notify the head boat.
Yeah,
I see what I'm saying?
I think that was.
Okay, he's coming back now.
It ain't right coming around.
Okay, he's coming back now. He got the message. He picked it up. Okay, that's a good activity. We're going to get that drone refresh and get you back in. That's the standing as you see. I see now that is Bullrich still laying down the gauntlet on this particular race. She's pouring it on. And I think the committee have applied one of the rules in the rule book and shortening this race.
Yep, decided to make it a one-lapper.
Yep.
Wind conditions really overpowering these boats. Making it just a little bit too dangerous for these boats to be out there. And I don't know if we can see whether Confusion was able to get refloated.
Yes, that's out there, the blue mass. No, I have a yellow boat with a blue mass. Let me see his number. Okay, we got the lead boat on the screen. Why do you want to bring him home? As he come home, as he come through the marker? The marker's on here, right here.
I believe what we're looking at there is maybe the second place boat, is Rowie.
Okay.
First place would be ahead of her just a bit. All the other boats struggling to get in, number 28. But we're gonna call it from here.
Yeah, Luke. You can see it. Yeah, but we got a good crowd assembling on the beachfront also to watch this spectacular race. It's a good race that Bullrich has sailed. You know, she's fresh off her Baratari victory. As the crowd begins to move further to the shores, we'll get you more drone coverage shortly because we have the mount over them. And we want to hold that. We got to get a good hold on those coming to the finish line.
And yes, like we called it, look right in front of our eyes. The finish line has been set. Everybody's struggling to stay focused and bring you. And Luke, we're going to see right now whether we've been calling the right boat or not, but it looks like Bullrich making it.
Yes, that young man sure can't do nothing but him.
First place in this Everett Hart Cup race. Oh. The first serious points race today.
Yes, and she comes to the mark.
She's going to get herself the first gun here.
Okay, we got the lead boat coming to the mark now. Let's give our viewers a shot of that. Okay, see that big white thing in the middle? That's the marker.
She's coming right to the mark. Here comes Bullrich. And she's going to get a gun.
And Roy was pouring it on. Roy was really pouring it on,
Yeah,
coming
Miss
on.
Roy was sailing right behind her. And so there goes Bullrich. She's through the gate, first place.
Yes, Bullrich is through.
First one in the books. Second place, Miss Rowie coming across.
Oh,
And
she's a
let me
fool.
tell you,
Lincoln is a crazy man.
Brody, Sean Gibson and crew doing extremely well. And now we're gonna pick up the third and fourth place boats.
Oh, that should be 18 and right on.
New Eyes.
Oh, New Eyes.
Well, New Eyes wasn't it. I think she's gonna make it. She's coming up the harbor. I don't think It Ain't Right is gonna be able to catch her.
I think New Eyes. Is that a red hull coming up the middle?
No, New Eyes
This is your
coming.
lead boat here.
New Eyes coming down closer to the shoreline. Number 28. On your screen right now.
Yeah. Okay, yeah.
And it looks like Jeffrey will get through to pick up third place. And this first serious points race, Everett Hart Cup race here in Rolleville.
That's the first time I heard that name. Let's say that again because I think I wanted that name.
Everett Hart
Oh, my.
being honored in Rolleville Regatta at this 2024 Rolleville Regatta.
That's a living legacy. Let's get those autographs now, ladies and gents.
And we will talk a little bit about him in our Monday's broadcast as well. A legend in his own right as it relates to regattas around the Bahamas.
What we're doing now is we're bringing them through one by one. As a third, and that's number 28, the New Eyes.
And this was not a day for the week. Not a day for the miles.
No.
Today's race required all of the skills
Indeed.
that you could muster.
Uh-huh.
And so here it comes, third place. As she makes her way just out of our view, making her way to the mark. And there's a shot of Pat on Queen. She's still sailing,
Queen wiggles way up. Part said he does better.
struggling with it.
Guess what? We loving it. Tomorrow, real thing. But guess what? 80 years anniversary rolling. Guess what? We love it. This is how we do it. Go and
Okay, as we watch them one by one, we want you to enjoy it, and as they come through, there goes the New Eyes.
New Eyes going through the line now in third place.
And I think Confusion power him. He got away because Confusion was putting some power there again to him. I told, what is the guy named, the Big Knox, the big man, Big Knox? I told him, New Eyes will not be in those. My personal view, it's not the view of this committee, but New Eyes will not be in that. It's going to be pressure. It's a new day.
Oh wow, this is a close run between. It looks like Pat has got his revenge on It Ain't Right. Queen coming in.
What? This
Queen
one is for you,
coming in.
Scotty. This one for you, Scotty.
Queen is coming in. Pat with that
and
small
Queen is
micro
ripping.
sail. Oh yeah.
And Queen is ripping. Queen is surging the water. Queen has a grip. She has something today. Ah, yeah, she put it on her today.
Queen is gonna cross in fourth place.
Oh, you can't say nothing to him. He baby, it ain't right also.
It Ain't Right playing a close fifth, and this was how it played out almost identically this morning in the ocean race. Just the positions were
Yep.
reversed,
That's it.
where It Ain't Right got the third and Queen got the fourth. And there goes Queen.
Oh,
Going
yes,
through the
well,
gate.
Pat is going to have a party again tonight.
Third place.
Oh, yes. Oh, yes, and what those, let's bring the other boats through line. And as I do that, ladies and gentlemen, we want to share with you that part 3 of the sailing, National Family Island Sailing Rules. Part 3, it says shortening or banding after the start. It shows the authority of the committee where they can do that, right? Because of foul weather, insufficient wind, or making unlikely to any boat to finish the race time limit. These are all reasons that backs the Commodore of the regatta for shortening, or the chairman of the regatta shortening the race.
Yes.
Then it's the race committee shortening the race. So safety is the key there. So
Yes.
just to let you know, we operate by the rules and we're practicing that. That's everywhere. We're getting it through the Keys, we're getting it through the main bigger regattas, and this is a growing regatta. And we're practicing these rules. We're educating ourselves first, and then we're going to educate the community that we operate by rules. And this is one that I see fully in play today.
Yes, yeah, I support this. We don't want to have anybody getting hurt out there. We already had 2 boats go under in a fleet of 10, and you know, we only have so many committee boats to help and assist, and you know, you don't want to risk any unnecessary injury and boats being you know, damaged in this heavy wind condition.
Indeed. So that is why we want to, first of all, educate ourselves. And when we say ourselves, Mr. Harden, we feel as though we are part of the boat and the skippers or the sailors out there. So when we speak, we say we educate ourselves so we know you won't have that confusion on why this happened. And to go a bit further, I could have done this and that.
Yeah.
The committee has been forced in a position to make a quick decision for the safety of these expensive boats, and most of all, the saving of lives. So decision was made under Rule 32.1. I think it's A, because of foul weather conditions with getting too
Brisk out here.
brisk out there, and they were sinking. So it's a good call, and we see where the rules come into play. So we see where the Commodore, Mr. Dallas, knows and see where they're not, your words are not falling on deaf ear.
Yeah.
It's getting through, you know, and the sailors are doing this Royal Regatta to appreciate it as they exercise it.
Yeah, no. I fully support the decision to shorten this race. In addition to the adverse weather, we also have darkness coming, and you don't want, you know, boats out in bad weather as the sun goes down. It makes it even a double tragedy. And so, with that being said, Luke, I certainly appreciate you coming in. The top 4 boats, as it were: Bullrich, first place; Miss Rowe in second place; New Eyes in third place; Queen in fourth place; and It Ain't Right in fifth place. And so
The others did not finish.
the others have not yet completed. I know we have Sprayhound is going to have a DNF because she sank, and Confusion also with a DNF because she also sank. And the other boats, I think Warrior with a DNS, she did not start. And so still out there to come in would be Hog Tuss, Golden Girl,
And they're still on the water.
and just those 2 left to come in. And so they will pick up the 7th and 8th positions. I believe Hog Tuss in 7th, and Golden Girl repeating her performance in the ocean race from earlier today by coming in dead last.
That's a tough pill for supporting fans of Golden Girl. I'm not saying I'm swallowing a tough pill.
Are you one of those fans?
I'm not saying that, but it's a tough pill to swallow because we really want to see her do a bit much better than our last showing in Barrett Harry, and now the ocean race today, and then this race. And there's not sufficient time to make much adjustments, no big adjustments.
Right.
Well, I want you to know also, ladies and gentlemen, that we still have operations going on and concerns for those vessels that went down. So this committee is not ignoring that. Help assistance being rendered to them as we speak.
Yeah, I believe Confusion was already successfully, well, it looks like they're still out there working on her now. If you look out to your right, Luke, there's some, so they have boats working both with Confusion and Sprayhound. Both of those boat owners have their own personal vessels, and so that's always a plus when you can get assistance from your own support boat. And so it's just a matter of them taking the let out taking the mask out,
Right.
and then having that boat refloat.
And just to advise you, those scoring positioning that we gave is unofficial. This is just
Unofficial.
from the commentary desk.
Yes.
You know, we have a committee out there that's going to finalize that for you guys. So I don't know how, well, Queen, I have to have a conversation with Pat now. He's going to tell me he sailed for that position, but I would challenge it. I differ to agree because I tried to say that boats were there, and he said, what happened? They failed, and he took advantage of it. That's sailing. So he might have a point there, and he does have a point there. So that's how it lays out.
We'll leave it just like that. So once again, we're going to be bringing this broadcast to a close. Luke, it has been a pleasure having you sit with me.
Indeed.
And I look forward to having you here again on Monday.
Indeed.
I believe the weather conditions are going to be a little bit less adverse. I think the forecast calls for the wind dropping down just a couple of knots more, so that we should be able to get 2 good races in on Monday. We were supposed to have E-class racing today, but again, they had some issues with the boats being stuck within the creek area, low tide coming up, and they weren't able to get out.
Right.
But we expect that they will sail all 4 of those races on Monday. And Luke, you know, to put on these regattas requires a considerable amount of money. And for this particular regatta, this is your first time here, so you really wouldn't be able to determine what has happened, particularly onshore from last year to this year. But I'll tell you, what you see here was not here last year. And so without the sponsors who continue to help us put on these regattas, we would not be here. So we have a list of sponsors that we will read for you, beginning with our platinum sponsor this year was Doctors Hospital. They came on Doctors Hospital Exuma in a significant way. We always get the biggest support from the regatta desk and the ministry under which that falls. This year, I think it's coming under the Ministry of Family Island Affairs. Clay Sweeting has the regatta desk with him, and so we thank them for their support. The Ministry of Tourism, also another government agency that supports in a big way. We have Canoe business, a money app business coming on in a big way. We are sponsored also by Stephen Knowles and his engineering company. And we appreciate that. Rowdy Boys, another sponsor out of Long Island.
Who engineering is? That person was working. Who's the PR for this? Is there a team? They're hitting some heavy weights on that.
Well, I know those guys are over in Cat Island sailing too. We wish them well over there. But you'll be surprised by another one of our sponsors, Keith the Coach Carroll. And the legend.
That's
coming on
good.
as
That's
a personal sponsor because his #1 fan in Exuma, the Reverend Everett Hart, is the honorary this year.
Yes.
Tony Knowles, another
Tony the Tiger. Good stuff.
legend owner, also supporting us here in Exuma with this regatta. The Bahamas Striping Group of Companies.
Thank you, them.
Big sponsor for us also. We have Airport Car Rental, always coming through to help us sponsor. Forbes Pest Control here in Exuma. Another sponsor coming through for us. Impact Waste Management out of New Providence. Evergreen Mortuary, another sponsor. And more, Luke, I'm just going to have to go to my actual list.
But, and we can't, as you go through that, we can't neglect that we had Carson Gray's production, you know, also there.
Yep.
Okay, but you see, without the sponsors, you know, it would not be possible, and we don't want to ever leave anyone out. You know what I mean?
Bahamas Air, another sponsor. We also have the Mailboat Company as a sponsor. Triple G Courier Service, another one of our sponsors here. And these sponsors are some split between the onshore and also sailing. City of Hope another one of our sponsors this year. And so we will continue to bring you the end of this race coming up. We have just a couple of two boats. Used to having Reg next to me, Luke.
Who's that, you said?
I called you Reg.
I mean,
well,
the boat.
The last two boats coming in right now is going to be.
There are two?
Yep, we have Golden Girl left out there, also Hog Tusk. I think the boat you have coming in front of you right now is Hog
Golden Girl.
Tusk.
And it's not a Golden Girl?
No. You gotta look a little bit further to the back of Golden Girl. Keep looking, you'll see her. You'll see her. You will see her soon. Soon enough.
It's a bad day for a Golden Girl. But all good, all in all, it was a good energy, good year. We appreciate that there were no injuries doing that. We're going to get those two boats up and be ready. I hope that we have pleasing weather Monday to have the E-Class out, to keep the youths and a part of it involved and all that.
Yeah.
Okay, so.
And just a couple of more of our sponsors, Luke, before we go out. J.S. Johnson, Exuma Building Supplies, Albany Resort, Sun Oil, Sealy Smith Marina Contractor, Grand Isles, Island Luck, BAF Financial, Odyssey Aviation, Commonwealth Fabric, Sandals, Quality Fabric, Reds Backhoe and Trucking, Delaney Partners & Co., QSAP, Landscape Maintenance Services, Mika's Rental, Glenroe Construction, Naya's Courtyard, Four Seas, Same Old Place, 242 Prime, Twisted Lime, Wendy's Food Chain, Coca-Cola, Global Insurance, Naya's Courtyard, Kelly's Home Center, Judy's Hat Shop, Serene Medical Center, the Albanas Agency, and Augusta Bay.
Okay.
And so those
we have a number on this last boat that's coming in?
95.
95?
95. I believe 95 was and still is Hog Tusk.
Okay.
And I believe your friends, the Golden Girl, decided to just take it home.
Okay.
They've gone to the parking lot, anchored on for the night. No reason to come this far to face the wrath of being embarrassed in front of their number one fan. One Luke Bethel sitting here.
As you notice my shirt, I'm wearing, you notice on my shirt? Did you see that logo?
Tired getting beat. Oh my. Oh my. We are going to end our broadcast for the day, Luke. It was an exciting race. Nonetheless, even with the fact that we had, some wind situation that was probably untenable for most of these boats. And so we hope that the two boats that went under get refloated in short order and get in. I can see it looks like somebody's plank floating into shore here, Luke, and so I hope they get that out of the water. We don't want that to be a hazard. Somebody's pry I see floating.
Okay.
And we're going to close out, and we want you to tune in, those of you who are still watching. We have some interviews from earlier in the week, and Carson, Gray, and Gray's Media has been doing an excellent job getting out there into the community and touching base with folks all around. Let them, the folks who are watching, enjoy those videos. Luke, we'll see you on Monday.
Good stuff. Okay, Carson, all yours.
All right, good day, ladies and gentlemen. I'm standing here with Miss Donna Lee Penn, and we're here at the Rolleville Regatta site. I'm going to let her just talk a little bit about what they've got going on here. Tell me a little bit about this setup, and how did you come to be a part of the Rolleville Regatta?
Well, we have a vetted business here in Exuma, and we have great support from the community of Rolleville, and so we just wanted to pour back some love to them for the love that they have shown us. And so what we are doing here today is we're taking care of the kids today, all complimentary of Evergreen. So we have provided them with lunch. We provided them with back to school. We've provided them with little treat bags and also Dunkin' Donut and of course a bouncing castle, and they're having a wonderful time. they're having a lot of drinks and a lot of fun.
Awesome, awesome. Now let's go over here to the table. Tell me a little bit about, I know you mentioned some of it, but you've got back here. If somebody watching right now, if they wanted to be a part of this, if they wanted to, come down here, is there a charge? Like what?
Everything is absolutely free, so you can come and get your backpacks. And of course, there is school supplies on the inside. Well, we have just this number here on the table, but we have lots of bags. In addition to that, we do have snack bags. We have a whole lot. Dunkin' Donut, we have hot dogs for the children, we have drinks, we have everything. So just come on down and just be a part of it and come and have some fun with us.
Awesome. Well, ladies and gentlemen, you heard it. Evergreen Mortuary, they're giving back to the island of Exuma. Thank you so much for all of your support and, just being a part of the Rolleville community and coming down here to sponsor this event today. And so thank you so much. Ladies and gentlemen, don't go anywhere. Stay tuned in. We're bringing you all the action of the 80th annual Rolleville Regatta.
People used to dress to regatta back then.
I used to dress up and look so good and dancing all the time.
What you know about dancing?
I could have danced then.
Some more move. Get up and
I could have showed
Hold on, let me play one song for you. What you want me to play?
I know what song you want to play.
No, I can play
But
something.
you play just a song I want.
Hold on, let me tell you what song I can play. Let me go to YouTube. I can look for aging, nothing but a number.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah. God, they say real dancers ain't need no music.
She
All
need
right.
no, let me tell you, she good, but as soon as I put in age, that song come up.
Find that song for.
I can
That's how
find
you
that.
put the age in my name song.
You can see right now she can dance. What she know for dancing? What you know? Watch it. Oh, watch it now. Watch it now. Hey. Get them. That's what I'm talking about. Listen, y'all, if y'all want to learn some dance moves, y'all please come down here to Rolleville. She got all the moves. Age ain't nothing but a number. Look at that. Still moving. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I'm standing here at the Regatta Desk booth here at the Regatta site in Rolleville. Who do I have the pleasure of standing with? And just let us know a little bit about what's happening here.
Well, the Regatta Desk, we assist with regattas and festival under auspices of the Ministry of Works and Family Island Affairs, our Minister Clay Sweden. And so our job is really to work with and assist all committees, clubs, and associations around the country who reach out to us in terms of assistance that they may need, as well as sponsorship comes from our ministry for regattas. But we just want to support them by showing up also.
Right. And I know a lot of folks are interested, in coming down here. I know you guys probably have like some special prizes. Tell me a little bit more about that. And then I see a beautiful wheel. I'm actually tempted to spin.
Our big goodies available to those who are participating in the regatta. Come to the Family Islands by giving them a few goodies just to highlight what we do in our ministry in the Department of Local Government. And so these little nuggets and tokens are just to say to the island that we're on, we're here to support you and to give little items away. And so this spinning wheel was developed so that we can engage the public in terms of giving them the goodies. And so when they land on a prize, a question, and the questions are specific to the island that they are on, whether they know a little history, whether they understand the ministry, and people are excited. The kids, he's been waiting from last night when we shut down, and so they want to engage just to get a little nuggets, tokens from the Regatta Desk.
Awesome. Well, ladies and gentlemen, you heard it from Cherise Boodle. Got that correct? Yes, you heard it from Cherise. She's here. We want to say a special thank you to you guys for coming down here to Exuma, to Rolleville, and bringing this to us.
Just want to say, we're spread around the country, The officer in charge of the department is our acting director, Administrator Donald Roll. And then we have Cindy Gay, who's in charge of the regatta desk. And we have staff in Black Point, Cat Island, Acklands. So we are there in the ministry to support Family Islands and to say to associations and committees like the Rolleville, one of the longest consistent association, we are here and we are there to undergird them and to support them as they infuse life into their communities.
Awesome, awesome. Well, thank you so much. You guys continue to enjoy the broadcast. We're bringing you all the action here at the 80th annual Rolleville Regatta. I'm standing here with Joey. We just got done with the C-Class Ocean Race. They sailed all the way from Baratari right here to Rolleville. Joey, tell me a little bit about what was that race like? I know the winds are up, but how did you pull off a third place?
That was a crazy race. We were bouncing off the sandbars. It was super shallow at the beginning. Yeah, a lot of wind force. We had too big of a sail on, I believe, so we're going to make a few changes for the next race. And yeah, looking forward to it.
All right, awesome, awesome. Now, we know, of course, this is the 80th annual Rolleville Regatta. Where did you guys come from? Like, what island are you representing?
We're from Abaco, from Hopetown, to be precise.
Hopetown, Abaco, y'all. They came all the way here to Exuma to celebrate with us, to sail with us. Listen, Joe, we wish you guys all the best this afternoon and on Monday as you guys continue the races.
Thank you.
All right, so I'm standing here with Joey.